go ahead now and get everyone checked in. Okay, and long time no see to the woods. Hello. You are the property owners here. I did a double take when I saw this address. I was confused, but it's Tony and Laura, right? Yeah, just you guys want to just unmute for me just to make sure the audio is working correctly. You with me? Oh, it's weird. I can't hear you guys. You want to try saying something again? Yeah. For some reason it says you're connected to audio, but that is not working. Inside the Zoom application, there's audio settings where you can switch your microphone output. That may help. I'll let you guys try to fix that, and I'll move on. Don, are you with me? Can you hear me? If so, if you could unmute, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Don, how are you?
Hear me good? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Don, who are you representing here today? Are you you're the applicant on the project?
Yes, representing Tony and Laura Wood.
Got it. All right. And it's Scheer, Don Scheer.
Scheer. Yeah,
Scheer.
SCHEHR.
Got it.
Why don't you hold up for a second, because you don't, I mean,
Okay.
I mean, you'd have to be able to get across the city.
Kate, I can hear Trey talking there, but I assume that means your audio is working fine.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Sure. Welcome. Kate is the
Thanks.
zoning plans examiner for the city.
Engineering consequences to it too, your high landslide, like about the last.
I assume this is Wood trying to join.
Okay, can you hear us?
Yes, I can, but you'll need to mute your other, let me see, or turn the volume off on the computer so there's not an echo.
You.
Okay, let's try that. Can you guys confirm your names?
I'm Laura Wood.
Anthony Wood.
Okay, so I'm getting an echo, and that's just because you have two open. If you'd like, you can participate just through the phone, and shut off the camera on the other, or I believe you'll probably need to turn the volume off on your computer, the volume coming out of the computer. You can turn that all the way down. Could you jump off mute on the phone?
Okay, how's this?
That's better. Okay, great. I'm just gonna stop the video. Okay, gonna put that in the waiting room. Okay. All right. Great, thanks. So everyone checked in here. We're not expecting anyone else to join us on the applicant owner side, are we?
No.
Okay, great. All right, so I just need to read through our hearing script. This will basically just cover the procedure for the hearing, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So this is the June 28th, 2023 session of the zoning hearing examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. I'm the zoning hearing examiner for the city of Cincinnati. I'll preside over the hearing. The case before us today is case number ZH20230080. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and any potential opposing parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any potential opposing party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. If there were anyone here from the public, they'd have an opportunity to speak after the applicant had presented its case. I will give Kate Meehan, our zoning plans examiner at the city, an opportunity to provide any testimony in addition to her staff report. In the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition to this application, the applicant will have an opportunity to rebut that testimony and or argument offered in opposition. And then finally, the applicant will have an opportunity to make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make any comments. In the event of any technical difficulties, as we've already gotten a little taste of here, I'll do my best to help troubleshoot those on the fly. But to the extent there's some defect that prevents us from me fully going forward with the hearing, I may continue or postpone the hearing at my discretion. Okay. Last thing I need to do is just swear in all of our witnesses. If you intend on providing any testimony here today, the zoning code requires that I swear you in. And so if that's you, if you could raise your right hand now, I need everyone to answer out loud. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
That's what you'll have to discuss.
Yes.
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 Okay. Great. Fantastic. All right. Who's going to be taking the lead here on the presentation for us? Mr. Shear?
I will take the lead on the presentation just to give, kind of give you the background of what we're trying to accomplish.
Sure.
Essentially what we have here is a 2-story single-family residence. It presently has a small front stoop. And the overall goal of the project is to create for Tony and for Laura a new covered front porch. A little bit larger than what they've got now, but you know, the roof is an important element. We also have the porch even a little wider than the roof, and that is so that Laura can put some potted plants on the concrete on the outside of where the posts are, and you know, be able to actually even keep those watered with the water dripping off the roof at that point. So it's, you know, I want to say very simple concept. They're just looking for a space for visitors to be able to stand out of the rain until they can get to the door, a place for, you know, our friends from delivering packages to be able to place it on the porch and not have to worry about it getting wet, snowed on, things of that nature. So, and it's a, you know, we tried to do something that was very aesthetically appealing and an aesthetic improvement to the overall home.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say, Mr. Shear?
Not at this stage. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Anything from the woods?
No, I don't think we have anything to add.
Okay. Kate?
I don't have much else to add either. I just wanted to comment, though, that this home is in the SF10 zoning district, and were it not for the averaging that's required for the new front porch, the porch would be compliant with the zoning. So again, using the averaging, there is a newer home on the side of the street that sits back farther from the other homes. I believe it's 3473 Principio. It has a front yard setback of 72 feet, which skews the averaging on the side of the street, which is the reason for the relief that is needed here. Again, otherwise it would be compliant with the underlying zoning.
Okay. And can you remind me, Ms. Meehan, how many houses down do you factor in, or how many lots down do you factor into the averaging?
We usually do, I think it's maybe around 5 houses on each side. It's roughly 300 feet.
Okay. All right. I really don't have any questions. You know, we see a lot of these with the averaging. I think it often leads to a weird application of the zoning code. And in fact, this is something that I've earmarked as something that council, as they continue to reform the zoning code, takes a look at, because I think sometimes it just ends up with some weird outcomes. But I think I've got a solid handle on what we're talking about here, and the fact that it complies with the underlying SF10 zoning district, I think is very, very favorable for the project. So having said that, anything, Mr. Shear or Mr. Wood, that you would like to offer in closing or otherwise before we adjourn here today?
Now, I think that everybody has a pretty good perception of what the overall goal is here. I mean, it really is pretty clean and simple. I appreciate your commentary about the city fathers trying to work through something where maybe this procedure may not be required for projects of this nature in the future. That would be a sweet outcome if something like that could come to pass.
I'm always trying to put myself out of work over here. Um, but yeah, okay, great. Well, let's leave it at that. I've had a chance to review the application materials and the staff report, which was well done, Ms. Meehan. And
Yes.
I think that based on that and based on the testimony here today, that it would be impractical to strictly enforce this zoning code regulation on the project. And so I'm going to approve it. I need to formalize that approval in a written decision. As the Woods know, I have a queue of cases that I'm working on right now to try to get through. And so you know, I think 2 weeks is probably a good estimate. Hopefully knowing that it will be approved can give you guys the ability to move forward on something. But as soon as I finish that decision, I put it into a PDF. I email it to everybody in the hearing here today. So you all will have a copy of it really just moments after it's complete. As soon as you have that, Kate can approve the permitting for the zoning on her end. And hopefully you're able to move forward at that point.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We
Great.
appreciate your help.
Thank
So
you.
if you
Thank
have any questions or want a status update, just feel free to reach out to me directly. And yeah, to the Woods, you'll be getting a couple of emails from me here in the next couple of weeks. So good to see you
Thank
all
you.
again. Hope you have a wonderful day. Good luck with the project.